Thank you all for being here today. It's great to see so many faces, creators, makers, dreamers, all gathered in one room. I appreciate the invitation to speak, even if I'm keeping things a bit mysterious about who I am. Let's just say I've spent a lot of time thinking about how we create and share in this wild, connected world of ours. Today I want to talk about a way of operating that can change how you approach your work, your creativity, and even your life. It's not about being a genius or waiting for that big break. It's about showing up, sharing openly, and letting the magic happen from there. I'll walk you through some ideas that have worked for me and countless others, and I hope by the end you'll feel convinced to give them a try. First off, let's ditch this idea that you have to be some solitary genius to make great stuff. You know, the myth of the lone wolf in a cabin, struck by lightning with a brilliant idea? That's nonsense. Creativity thrives in communities, in what I like to call a scenius, a scene full of smart, inspiring people bouncing ideas off each other. Think about the Beatles. They didn't create in a vacuum. They fed off the energy of Liverpool's music scene, their rivals, their fans. You don't need to be the smartest in the room, you just need to surround yourself with the right room. Start online if that's easier. Follow people who excite you. Join forums. Comment thoughtfully. Be an amateur at heart, because amateurs are the ones who experiment without fear. Trust me, when you tap into a scenius, your work levels up, and opportunities start finding you. Now, once you're creating, shift your mindset from obsessing over the perfect final product to embracing the messy process. We live in a world where everyone posts their highlight reels, the polished painting, the hit song, the best-selling app. But what if you shared the behind the scenes? The sketches that went wrong, the late-night brainstorming, the tools you use? It humanizes you. People connect with the journey, not just the destination. I remember when I started documenting my daily doodles and notes online. Nothing fancy, just snapshots of my desk. Suddenly, folks weren't just liking the end result, they were rooting for me, offering tips, collaborating. It turns your audience into allies. So try it. Become a documentarian of your own life. Snap a photo of your workspace mid-chaos, jot down what you're learning. You'll see, sharing the process makes your work more discoverable and draws in people who get it. And speaking of sharing, don't wait for some grand reveal. Share something small every day. It could be a quick thought on social media, a progress update, a link to something that inspired you. Consistency compounds, like interest in a bank account. Over time, those little shares build a trail that leads people right to you. I used to think I needed everything perfect before putting it out there, but nah, that's a trap. Start small. A tweet about a book you're reading, a blog post on a technique you're tinkering with. Before you know it, you've got a body of work that's visible, searchable, and pulling in connections you never expected. It's not about going viral overnight. It's about showing up steadily. People will notice, and they'll stick around, because they see you're real. While you're at it, open up your cabinet of curiosities. You know those old-timey collections of weird artifacts explorers kept? That's you. Share the stuff that fascinates you, the influences that shape your work. Books, quotes, oddball finds from your walks. When you reveal what lights you up, you attract kindred spirits. It's like sending out a signal, hey, if you love this too, come join the party. I've shared playlists, movie recommendations, even photos of my junk drawer, and it's led to some of my best collaborations. It adds layers to your creations, shows the why behind what you do. Don't hide your inspirations, flaunt them. It'll convince others that creativity isn't magic, it's curation, and you're inviting them in. Of course, how you share matters. Tell good stories. We're wired for narratives. They stick in our brains way better than dry facts. Wrap your process in a tale. Talk about the failure that led to a breakthrough, the serendipity of a random encounter. Keep it simple. Beginning, middle, end. Be honest. Be vulnerable. Stories humanize your work and make it shareable. I've spun yarns about my flops, like the project that bombed but taught me everything, and people relate to that more than success. It convinces them you're approachable, not some untouchable pro. So practice storytelling in your updates. It'll turn passive viewers into engaged fans. Here's another gem. Teach what you know. Even if you're not an expert, share your lessons. Write a how-to on that skill you're honing. Explain a concept that's clicking for you. Teaching reinforces your own learning and positions you as helpful. Amateurs make the best teachers because they remember what it's like to struggle. I've shared tips on drawing or writing routines, and it sparked conversations, feedback loops that improve my stuff. Plus, it builds trust. People see you're generous, not gatekeeping. Give away your knowledge. It'll come back tenfold in opportunities and community. But hey, don't go overboard and turn into human spam. You know the type. Endless self-promo, no real value. That's a turnoff. Instead, listen as much as you talk. Respond to comments, credit others, build genuine relationships. Add something useful to the conversation. If 80% of what you share is helpful or interesting, and only 20% is about you, you'll avoid that trap. I've learned this the hard way. Early on, I pushed too hard and lost followers. Balance it. Be human. Joke around. Admit mistakes. It'll keep your audience loyal and growing organically. Now, putting yourself out there means you'll take some punches, criticism, trolls, rejection. It stings, but learn to roll with it. Relax. Don't engage the haters. Focus on the constructive stuff. Practice productively. Keep creating through the noise. I've had my share of "this sucks" comments, but each one toughened me up and refined my voice. View it as fuel. Block the noise. Keep moving. Resilience is key. It separates those who quit from those who thrive. And yeah, eventually, sell out in the best way. Making money from your creativity isn't betrayal. It's sustainability. Ask for support through patrons, products, gigs. Be transparent about it. I've turned side projects into income streams without losing my soul, and it freed me to create more. Value your work enough to charge for it. Your true fans will get it. Finally, stick around. Creativity is a marathon. Chain your projects together, take breaks to recharge, but don't quit. Outlast the trends, evolve, keep sharing. I've seen folks burn out quick, but the ones who persist, they build legacies. Commit to the long game. It's where the real rewards are. So there you have it, a philosophy for operating in today's world. It's simple, doable, and it works. Start small, share openly, build from there. You'll get discovered, not by chasing fame, but by being findable. Thanks for listening. Let's open it up for questions. What are you working on, and how can you show a bit more of it today?